City lights tremble, bleeding through the cafe glass. Late hours swallowing every trace of passing day. I sit alone, rehearsing truths I never say. Night makes me honest, but leaves me undefended. Your empty chair feels heavier than your silence. I taste the questions trembling in my throat. Some loves don't survive the dawn. You touch me only when the world is sleeping. Your daylight heart keeps slipping from my hands. I'm always waiting where the shadows linger longest. Some loves don't survive the dawn. You finally come in, eyes already looking away. Cold air clings to us, thick with unsaid words. My voice cracks asking why. Morning steals your softness. Your answers dodge me, turning tender into something brittle. I hold my calm, bitterness burning underneath. I wonder if I'm just your secret night. Some loves don't survive the dawn. You touch me only when the world is sleeping. Your daylight heart keeps slipping from my hands. I'm always waiting where the shadows linger longest. Some loves don't survive the dawn. I don't shout my questions, cut like quiet steel. Why am I falling hardest when streets are empty? You can't look at me. You study the dark, our midnight vows collapse with every rising sun. This late night love was always a careful cage. Resentment smolders, aimed at the distance between us. Silence thickens, heavier than the city smoke. I taste poison in the sweetness we once guarded. Vulnerability leaves me bleeding while you stay untouched. Pain speaks louder here than either of our mouths. Some loves don't survive the dawn. Our sanctuary night was only borrowed time. The day keeps stealing what we tried to keep. I walk away with quiet fire in my chest. I finally see you were safest in the darkness. Some loves don't survive the dawn. I leave you there, fading with the night. 2 a.m. This dim room holds my breathing. City hums outside, I'm nowhere in it. Daylight made us ghosts, passing without touching. Only after midnight we ever dared speaking. Tonight the silence stretches sharper than usual. Every unread moment presses heavy against me. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. I scroll through memory, your laughter still flickering. Every fragile confession hid from the waking. Love lived between hours, never past morning. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. Your message lands colder than the night. No anger, just distance folded into sentences. I read each line, searching for warmth. The door closes softly, without a reason. I want to ask why. My courage empties, so I hold still, protecting what's already broken. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. Those whispered promises never survived the sunrise. We loved as shadows, hiding from ourselves. Now even darkness refuses to keep us. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. I understand now, we were never for daylight. No blame left, just this gentle hollow ache. The echo lingers here, softer than forgiveness. I breathe slow, afraid to wake the memories. Maybe loving you at night was permission. Maybe losing you at dawn was the price. Sky turns pale blue, the walls grow quieter. I whisper goodbye to our late night shelter. Not to you, you'll keep walking through sunlight. I'm staying here, learning daylight without you. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. Now I carry you, a scar under calm. This ache is tender, almost like kindness. Some endings are right, the silence never explanations. I step toward morning, leaving our darkness behind. We were only ever real when the world forgot to watch. The city keeps humming, and I finally let go. Night folds around this quiet, borrowed heart. Streetlights fade, the city finally sleeps. I wait for your tired voice to find me. Hours stretch like promises we never speak. In the hush I almost called it forever, but daylight waits, sharpening every hidden edge. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. You whispered fears like secrets against my breathing. Laughter felt like stolen breath, soft and fragile. Still I knew morning would unmake every word. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. Your pauses grew longer between each confession. Goodbyes landed heavier, sinking into silence. I traced your absence across the ceiling shadows. Wondered when hope started tasting like surrender. You said the night had turned into a cage, beauty cracking under what we'd never faced. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. You said you couldn't live in the between. Our sacred hours are fragile, breaking illusion. I held my tongue, letting my heartbeat answer. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. You needed sunlight, I only knew the dark. I loved our hiding place more than myself. Some loves burn out when they meet the morning. Not every truth is meant to survive waking. I learned release can be a quiet kindness, letting go so the light can finally touch you. Now nights arrive without your trembling hello. Silence curls where your tired laughter lingered. I walk through memories like half-lit hallways, finding peace in what could never stay. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. Now I bless the hours that couldn't last. Our borrowed world returning to the shadows. What we were, enough for what it was. I keep the glow, not the breaking distance. We were only ever real when the stars watched us. And in that truth my heart learns to rest. Rain draws slow rivers down the evening glass. I sit in the hush, our voices lift. Your daylight's ghost, but night remembers everything. Your fragile laughter still trembles in my chest. Silence wears your shape in every corner. I breathe it in, waiting for your return. We loved best when the world was asleep, where darkness let your guarded edges fall. hour feels like borrowed time. I hold the echo, not the living name. We loved best when the world was asleep. My kindness moved quiet beneath your restless heart. I never pushed, afraid that the spell would break. Morning always turned us back to strangers, mass replacing truths we whispered late. I swallowed dawns like medicine I hated, believing night would always stitch us whole. We loved best when the world was asleep. Your voice turned soft confessions, barely breathing, but noon kept stealing who we were at night. Daylight wrote a script we couldn't change. We loved best when the world was asleep. Under tired street lamps I reached for answers. Your eyes slipped sideways, shining with unnamed weather. The words I needed broke before they formed. I felt the thread between us quietly loosen. No villain written in this fading story, just a love that couldn't stand the sun. I walked home wrapped in early morning chill, not angry, just gently breaking without sound, wondering if my softness made us fragile, if my quiet hands had let you go. We loved best when the world was asleep. Some hearts can't live outside the sheltering dark. I see you clearer now, even in absence, accepting what was all we ever had. My heart beats on, slower but still kind. We loved best when the world was asleep. I sit with the night and let you rest. I wait for the hush after Citylight, when streets turn blue and voices disappear. We move like strangers in the burning day, but night draws close and suddenly you're real. I breathe slower, afraid to break the quiet. Afraid this is all we'll ever be. We loved only in the dark. whisper fears like soft unsteady prayers. I hold your words but not your daylight. Every sunrise steals you from my hands. We loved only in the dark. Each midnight feels borrowed, never really ours. Silence stretches wide between your sentences. There's a question trembling underneath your smile. Is this shadowed love enough to save us? I taste the truth hiding in your pauses. You're already halfway out of this night. We loved only in the dark. Your voice shakes, naming distant brighter dreams. I reach for you, you step backward slowly. The air between us sparks, then goes still. We loved only in the dark. I lie awake counting ghosts across the ceiling. No anger rising, only quiet aching grace. I replay every word, every unfinished silence, searching daylight for where I disappeared. Maybe we were never built for morning. Maybe some hearts only bloom in blue. Dawn finds me holding what the night once sheltered. Your absence settles gentle, not unkind. I finally see the limit of our hours. Love that can't survive. The sun must go. We loved only in the dark. I keep your secrets, let your shadow wander. I won't drag you through a break-in morning. I'll leave our names inside the sleepless hush. Some stories end before the lights return. We loved only in the dark. Let the night close softly over us. Night leans in on the rusted fire escape. The city hums low like a tired confession. We only breathe right after daylight ends. Strangers by morning, almost honest by midnight. You talk softer, but the spaces feel heavier. Every quiet second says what you will not. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. You trace the distance hiding in your eyes. Our fragile sanctuary is thinning at the seam. I'm holding shadows where your laughter used to linger. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. Your words tonight wear edges, not excuses. Something in your gaze is already leaving. Our secret hours fray like an old sweater. I search my faults, find only unanswered echoes. I'm not angry, just bruised by the maybe. Wondering where my silence made you lonely. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. The night can't carry what daylight refuses. Moonlit truth slipped straight through my fingers. I almost touched you then and pulled my kindness back. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. Chills, the city finally grows distant. I fold my arms, guarding the empty places. Every shared confession fades into pale air. Some fires bloom for darkness, not for days. You are teaching me without meaning to teach. Gentle endings still leave a hollow ache. Dawn leaks in, soft around the building's edges. Our fragile thread loosens, then quietly lets go. I watch you turn back into a stranger. Heart sore, but bowing to what won't return. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. Now the sky lightens and we disappear. No promises spoken, nothing left to untangle. Only moonlit echoes folding into morning hush. I'll carry this briefness like a nameless scar. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. I stay and watch the night release your name. Streetlamp draws my outline on the glass. Midnight used to be where we could pass. Daylight strangers, armor on and eyes away. Now even darkness feels too far today. Every word I type feels like a risk. Silence stretches out louder than it ever is. We were only ever safe to love quiet, where the world forgot our guarded names. Now the quiet trembles under every sentence. Our fragile night is learning how to end. We were only ever safe to love quiet. Short replies arrive colder than the screen. I keep rereading, searching where the warmth has been. I whispered truths, now hesitate and stall. Like every message builds another hidden wall. I'm scared to touch the place that's breaking, scared to leave it, scared of what I'm taking. We were only ever safe to love quiet, under borrowed stars that never saw the dawn. Moonlit promises wilting with the sunrise. What bloomed in shadow cannot stay on. We were only ever safe to love quiet. I'm not angry, just gently letting go. Morning, something daylight never got to know. Love that only breathed when clocks turn slow. Two midnight strangers playing roles we couldn't show. I trace our nights without a need to blame. Just learning how to say a softer name. I close my phone, let in the chill. The room grows wide, but I sit still. I'll miss the us that only darkness knew, and finally admit that version wasn't true. We were only ever safe to love quiet, a fragile thread that couldn't face the sun. Even quiet breaks beneath unspoken choices. Even tender hearts grow tired of the run. I bless the nights that held our hidden faces. We were only ever safe to love quiet. Some stories fade before the morning finds them.
Wait for nights to soften everything down. Daylight makes us strangers, careful passing shadows. But under streetlights, you finally say my name. In ticking silence, I feel my heart existing. I hold my breath between your quiet sentences, afraid the day will steal you back again. We loved only when the world was asleep. Your trembling voice wrapped around my secrets. Every whispered fear felt almost like forever. But every promise faded before the morning. We loved only when the world was asleep. watch the cursor blink, a tiny heartbeat. Your message lands fragile, reaching through the distance. I pour my fears out, you pour yours back, to open hearts hiding in a borrowed darkness. I want this midnight truth to rewrite daylight, but I hear you searching for another ending. We loved only when the world was asleep. Your trembling voice wrapped around my secrets. You said this cannot be the whole story, and something gentle cracked inside my chest. We loved only when the world was asleep. Your warmth turns hesitant, sentences grow thinner. You speak of borders I have never crossed. I wonder if my kindness built you cages, or if my hands just never held enough. Some loves bloom only where the sun stays absent. Beautiful, fragile, never meant to stay. Dawn leaks through curtains, soft like a surrender. I type goodbye without a single accusation. No blame, just distance, folded into blessing. Hoping daylight finds you a braver love. We loved only when the world was asleep. Now I release you to the waking hours. I'll take our shadows, you can keep the light. Carrying your whisper where no one can see. Maybe we were dreaming more than loving. We loved only when the world was asleep. I close my eyes and let us disappear. Street lamp leaking through the blind, thin and tired. I'm on the couch edge, holding my breathing. 2 a.m. ticking louder than my thoughts. Every shadow feels like you, then disappears. In this quiet, my chest is mostly echo. I wait for hurt, but only stillness answers. We were never more than strangers after dark. Midnight truths felt real, but they were borrowed. You took my softness, called it something nameless. Now the night returns, but never brings you. We were never more than strangers after dark. I scroll through messages our ghosts and sentences, your midnight confessions, my trembling honesty beside them. We built a sanctuary from pain and tired hope. Then the thread loosened and nobody dared speak. I search each line asking where I faded. Gentleness unraveled and nothing tried to hold. We were never more than strangers after dark. Quiet drifted in, heavier than any shouting. Our last night together, silence burned like distance. Goodbye arrived as absence, not as language. We were never more than strangers after dark. I watch your empty chair, humming with memory. No anger left in me, only quiet. The darkness we trusted feels thin, unreal now. Morning exposed what the late hours disguised. Love sleeping between daylight and nightfall won't wait. I lay down hope, let the numbness stand. The clock keeps pushing forward without permission. I feel my heart shutting rooms one by one. No more reaching into shadows for your answer. I meet the void and do not resist. We were never more than strangers after dark. I thought trying harder might bend the distance. Now I see surrender isn't always breaking. Sometimes it's breathing where the warmth once lived. The night will return, but I'll stay unseen. We were never more than strangers after dark. Let the stillness stay and call it mine.
Midnight again, and I wait for you. Daylight forgets us like we never happened. But when the dark settles, you appear. Soft little messages where your voice lives. I hold my breath between your sentences, afraid one wrong word will end us. We were lovers only when the world slept. You type your fears into my shaking hand. Every whisper felt like borrowed forever. Still we never dared to name it love. We were lovers only when the world slept. Sunrise would steal you, leave you masked again. I walk through crowds, carrying our secret night. You called it nothing, I called it breathing. Both of us scared to open the I knew this ghost could never face morning. Still I begged the darkness to stay. We were lovers only when the world slept. You typed your fears into my shaking hand. Every whisper felt like borrowed forever. Still we never dared to name it love. We were lovers only when the world slept. Then one night your silence finally answered. No goodbye, just the echo of unread words. I searched every memory like a crime scene, wonder when my hope became your exit. Now the night feels wider than before, holding everything we almost became. I fold those hours like a warm photograph. Not angry, just tired, gently undone. You needed distance, I needed the dark. We both needed something we couldn't keep. We were lovers only when the world slept. Now I trace peace through the empty hours, learning to live with unsent confessions, loving what was real, not what I invented, letting our ghosts stay beautiful untouched. We were lovers only when the world slept. In the quiet, I miss you without bleeding. A city glow leaks through the thin curtains. I sit here counting the breaths between thoughts. Night used to soften every sharp daylight light. Now silence hums louder than the traffic. I trace the place your voice once filled, afraid to ask when you stopped arriving. We were never meant to be morning stories. You pulled away like a tide I couldn't follow. Our whispered truths dissolving before sunrise. I hold the dark like it still holds you. We were never meant to be morning stories. Your answers shrank into careful little phrases. Every message felt like touching frozen glass. I wondered if we only dreamed each other, if daylight erased what night tried writing. Your distance wrapped around every fragile memory. I learned your silence was a quiet goodbye. We were never meant to be morning stories. You pulled away like a tide I couldn't follow. I reached through shadows, my hands came back empty. Still waited nightly for your fading warmth. We were never meant to be morning stories. spoke, your voice worn and trembling. You said you feared how deep this was, afraid of losing yourself inside unnamed feelings. I heard the break behind your gentle honesty. Love built in shadows never met the sun. Some hearts protect themselves by walking away. I don't blame you for choosing your safety. The night gave more than daylight could honor. I fold our moments like fragile hidden letters. Whisper thank you to the dark that kept us. We were never meant to be morning stories. Now I bless the hours that briefly held us. No promises broken, just limits finally spoken. I let the ache stay, but not on me. Some loves are stars, not endless skies. We were never meant to be morning stories. I watched dawn arrive, and I let you go.
Night leans in on the rusted fire escape. City hums low like a tired confession. We only breathe right after daylight ends. Strangers by morning, almost honest by midnight. You talk softer, but the spaces feel heavier. Every quiet second says what you will not. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. You trace the distance hiding in your eyes. Our fragile sanctuary is thinning at the seams. I'm holding shadows where your laughter used to linger. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. Your words tonight wear edges, not excuses. Something in your gaze is already leaving. Our secret hours fray like an old sweater. I search my thoughts, find only unanswered echoes. I'm not angry, just bruised by the maybe, wondering where my silence made you lonely. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. The night can't carry what daylight refuses. Moonlit truths slip straight through my fingers. I almost touch you, then pull my kindness back. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. The metal chills, the city finally grows distant. I fold my arms, guard in the empty places. Every shared confession fades into pale air. Some fires bloom for darkness, not for days. You are teaching me without meaning to teach teach how gentle endings still leave a hollow ache. Dawn leaks in, soft around the building's edges. A fragile thread loosens and quietly lets go. I watch you turn back into a stranger, heart sore but bowing to what won't return. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. Now the sky lightens and we disappear. No promises spoken, nothing left to untangle. Only moonlit echoes folding into morning hush. I'll carry this briefness like a nameless scar. We loved only when the world wasn't watching. I stay and watch the night release your name. City lights blur through the rain street glass. I'm counting cars instead of counting breaths. We used to meet when the streets felt quiet. Now midnight feels like an unanswered question. Your silence fills where your laughter stayed. I sit inside it, afraid to move. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered every secret we whispered. Soft and shaken, we built a world that never met morning. Now I watch it fade with every heartbeat. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered. I replay the jokes that died mid-sentence, those pauses growing longer than the roads outside. Your answers shrinking down to single syllables, till even good nights sounded like goodbye. I felt your walls rising past my reach, and still I waited, hoping they'd fall. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered how your guarded eyes finally let me in. We carved our names in hours before sunrise, but daylight washed them from the sky. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered. Some stories end without a final scene. No slam door, just distance taking shape. We loved gently where nothing could take root, a borrowed shelter that couldn't bear daylight. I'm not angry, only quietly learning your absence, letting the ache settle into something softer. Close the window, lose the city glow. The room goes dim, but my chest unwinds. I whisper thanks to the dark that held us, then let you go where the shadows stay. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered how you taught my guarded voice to tremble. Now I hold that kindness like a fading echo, not a promise, just a tender unfinished truth. I'll carry us softly through the coming mornings. We were strangers by day, but the night remembered. Some love stay hidden, that's their peace.
City lights shiver on a distant skyline. Twilight drowns behind towers, fading slow. I sit on the sill, breathing your absence. A night arrives, but you don't follow it in. Every shadow asks me where you went. Silence answers softer than your name. We were always only a secret after dark. You were a small flame, I was burning. Two strangers pretending the sun was cruel. We built something fragile in borrowed hours. We were always only a secret after dark. My phone lies still, no trembling message. I hear your midnight fears in replay. You trusted me only when streets were empty. Now that trust is smoke between my hands. I wonder if my quiet love failed you. If saying less meant I meant less. We were always only a secret after dark. Your shaking voice turned courage in the shadows. I held my breath, afraid to push harder. Open gentleness could outlast your storm. We were always only a secret after dark. Daylight was the truth you never wanted. You hid your scars where the city slept. I dreamed of holding you under blue sky. Not as ghosts, but as something certain. Maybe I wasn't meant to be your hero, just a witness to a love that hit. So I fold smaller inside this window frame. Regret curls quiet, nesting in my chest. I'm not angry, only softly breaking, knowing morning was a world you refused. We were always only a secret after dark. Some stories bloom where no one can see. We wrote ours in whispers, then erased it. I'm learning to accept what never stood daylight. I'll let the night come without waiting. We were always only a secret after dark. I whisper an unheard goodbye into the dark. I whisper an unheard goodbye into the dark.
Streetlamp flickers, throwing shadows over cracked concrete. Cold breath hanging, heavier than this quiet sky. I wait through midnight, like every unspoken night before. Your silence sits between us, louder than traffic. I taste the words, they fracture on arrival. I'm scared the truth will shadow what's still breathing. We were whole, only when no one was watching. Under trembling hands and borrowed midnight courage. Night made us honest, day made us strangers. Every sunrise dragged your eyes behind their walls. We were whole, only when no one was watching. I see your first shot, smile at midnight. Your fingers shook, still you didn't pull back. Those hours felt sheltered, fragile as whispered breath. Then daylight came and you vanished into distance. I tried to carry night into the morning, but your careful gaze kept closing every door. We were alone when no one was watching. You let me hold the fear between us. In the dark, your voice was almost steady. In the light, you wore that practice distance. We were alone when no one was watching. Tonight I reached out, words shaking like thin glass. Your tired eyes drifted past me somewhere else. No anger rising, only a slow, quiet confusion. How did something real dissolve with the sunrise? Maybe I was only half of our story. Maybe some love is born already leaving. I walk away as dawn stains the pavement. Regret moves softly like a bruise under skin. I release your shadow without demanding answer. Let the night we were fade still gentle. We were whole, only when no one was watching. Now I keep you folded in the darkness, not as promised, more a tender haunting. I'll let the morning win and stop reaching. Accept the ghost instead of chasing your daylight. We were whole, only when no one was watching. Some goodbyes are only spoken to the stars.